Hi, I'm Andrea from Waves of Harmony. I'm a registered music therapist. I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about music therapy. Of course, this is not everything that it could cover. There's so many possibilities, but this might give you an idea that would sort of nudge you to get in touch at least and find out more. So, as a music therapist, I'm trained and I'm registered with the Australian Music Therapy Association. I have a provider number, so make sure if you do get a music therapist, they have those credentials. Some of the people that I work with a range of populations. So you could be looking for somebody who is addressing physical disabilities, perhaps working with some communication. If you're nonverbal, music could help with expression, and musical cues can help with sort of advocating for your needs. So that's ways that we can help there. And also with physical disabilities, obviously we can help with things like movement, we can help with things like motivation, and even working with pain. So if you're having some of those chronic sort of issues or even acute issues, we can look at ways that music can help with that, as well as psychosocial needs. So we work with people who have anxiety or depression or other psychosocial circumstances, and music can help address some of those, decrease some of the symptoms in those areas as well. So maybe it's easier if I give you a little bit of sort of information about what we might do in a session and how this can help. So I hate to say that this is what a music therapy program looks like, because for every single person, it's absolutely different. So we come in and we meet you as an individual. We tailor a specific program with different methods or interventions that might work specifically for you. So it's not sort of a program that we roll out. It's not a cookie cutter thing that we just say, this is what we do every single time. We can do things with you that are active music making. So if you're really up for it, or if it's indicated to use live music, we do. So engaging with instruments, like I play all these instruments like guitar, keyboards, small percussion, using my voice, anything that we're actively playing instruments or using our voice can be active music making. Now, what might we do? We might play music along with recorded music or with music that we know, popular music that we know or classical music that we know, or we can make up our own music. So we can improvise. That means we don't have to even use lyrics, but we can just play instruments and see what happens. We can also compose songs, original songs, or take songs that we know and adapt them so that they're more relevant for you. So these are all sort of songwriting techniques and instrument engagement. So those are more active ways of participating in music therapy, and we use the music to address those needs. So if you're feeling good on a day, we might just go for some good outcomes, and we might, work in those areas. And on days when you're not feeling so good, we can just pull it right back and just sort of maintain what you're doing. In that way, we also can offer receptive methods. So receptive methods are things like listening to music. So we might choose songs together. We might build playlists together and listen to those songs. Or I might be able to provide a music relaxation for you, where I'm guiding you through a process that's going to help you relax, to decrease anxiety, to decrease pain, to decrease sort of busy thoughts, all of those things. So music therapy can have that effect. We can use the music as well as my voice, talking you through a script. And again, this is not a cookie cutter approach. So I'm not just giving you something, for example, like you would get online, like a relaxation script that you'd get online that's the same for everybody. And this one would be more specific to you and your needs. So we do that. And I want to emphasize that sometimes feels like we're doing nothing, but when we're using music receptively, we're actually doing something. This is different to, for example, people accessing karaoke or Spotify on their own, because I'm looking at healthy ways of using this music, directing you to music you might not be aware of, or how to use your music in a way that's going to enhance your well-being. So this is the advantage of having a music therapist to guide you through that. Now, lots of people question whether we provide music lessons, and I want to clarify really clearly, we do not provide music lessons. However, sometimes using music instruction or giving people the ability to learn an instrument can be a great motivation and a therapeutic goal to achieve your broader goals. So in this way, we can use sort of vocal instruction or learning guitar as a method to achieve your goals. And this is the key point I want to make, is that we're not teaching lessons for the sake of teaching lessons. It's using that tuition to actually incorporate with your therapeutic goals. And we can do that. We have that breadth to be able to say, this is the therapeutic way that we're learning this instrument, and how we're using it is completely therapeutic. So I wanted to clarify that, because lots of people get on to looking for providers who do music lessons. So we don't specifically do music lessons, but we can use music instruction as a means to achieving goals. And it's very different, and our training allows us to do that therapeutically rather than sort of educationally, if that makes sense. So these are just a few examples of things, and as I said earlier, we're really tailoring the whole program to you. I meet you, we decide if it's a good match, and we also decide whatever we're choosing on the day or through a series of sessions together is going to suit you. And we're always looking for outcomes and achieving our goals or maintaining our good health in times that are hard. So at Waves of Harmony, we're the heart of our service is about holistic care. So we're not just looking at you as a physical person or an emotional person or a psychosocial person. We're looking at everything, and we're tying it all together so that we're really addressing all of you. And a lot of times people say that out of all the therapies they receive, music therapy is the one that really sort of is the glue that allows them to reinforce goals and achieve things that they're doing in all of their other therapies and really elevate the outcomes that they're getting. So we like to say that. And sometimes we also can provide outcomes when nothing else works. So in this way, I think it's really great to look into it. Check out Waves of Harmony, get in touch, and I look forward to meeting you. Have a great day.